FIFA 22 is so close to finally dropping, as by the end of the month we'll have our hands on the game itself. It's becoming a yearly tradition at this point on the channel. We're covering the best teams you should consider using and managing in FIFA 22 career mode. This season we're coming through with some heat. There are some clubs in a crisis, newly added teams, and some interesting storylines you can indulge yourself in. To be honest, there's something here for everyone, so let's get to it. If you think I've missed out on any teams, let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious, who will you start your first career modes with? Don't get me wrong, you could probably choose your own destiny with these clubs and start off a player career with any of these teams available, and it'd probably still be a fun experience. With all the new features added into player career mode this year, you can experience that own individual journey to the top as a player, just like any other manager would. In no particular order, let's get underway with the list. Here are the teams. We've got the first club right here, first cab off the rank, and we're going to kick things off with Venezia, recently promoted to Serie A this season. They're back in the top flight for the first time in over 20 years, and I think I've never seen this much hype for a team's kits ever before. They have dropped some absolute stunners. Like, their kits this season are fire, and people are lapping it up all over the world. But hey, there's more to a football club than their kits. Obviously, they represent an iconic city, a tourism hotspot. They're living in a gondola's paradise, and finally, they're going to be represented in Serie A. Usually when clubs are promoted to Serie A for the first time, they rely on some experience, like some first division proven players. However, their transfer strategy this season, they've just balled out on some foreign wonder kids, which is, might not do well for them securing survival. However, in the long term, like on a career mode basis, as a career mode player, this is an extremely intriguing prospect, and I think Venezia FC could be the key to your FIFA 22 enjoyment. On a shoestring budget, can you guide the Winged Lions to secure top flight status again for season 2, survive in the big leagues, and eventually push for Champions League qualification? So much hype, so much potential with this squad, and you could be the one to lead them to glory. Second up to the table, it is another newly promoted side, and we're headed to England for this one. It is the Bees of Brentford. Like I said, they've achieved top flight promotion for the first time in their history. They become the 50th Premier League participant, and they just beat Arsenal on their opening day with a brand new stadium. Thanks to them being in the Premier League, they're going to have their stadium in the game, some brand new face scans, albeit their kits are pretty mid. I mean, for their first appearance in the top flight, they came out with some mediocre threads. We've just downgraded from the Venezia kits to Brentford, but hey, if you can get past that, you're in for one hell of a time. Similar to Venezia, they kind of have the wonder kids there, an exciting project, Moneyball FC. First season, you're probably going to be struggling in a relegation battle, a dogfight at the foot of the Premier League table. Are you going to dive into the youth academy, start recruiting some hidden gem ballers, or will you keep adding some players to this side already built for survival, I guess, with a goal scorer like Ivan Toney, a couple of summer signings like Ayer at the back, the Norwegian defender? As they've kept their core, they've remained kind of the same ever since they've gotten promoted. They've kept the band together. Fresh after winning the playoff final, they are going to have a pretty juicy transfer budget. The Premier League TV deal is going to treat them nice, so if you're interested in buzzing the Bees up to stardom, Brentford are the team for you, because it's going to take a hell of a task in order to break into the top 6 and start to compete for European football. But hey, I guess the journey is sometimes more satisfying than the destination. Next up, it's the third team on this list, and it's a brand new side, newly promoted to the 3rd division of German football. It's a youth academy side alert, Borussia Dortmund 2. Dortmund's academy have fought their way up to the 3rd tier, the 3 Liga of German football, and they are joining Bayern's 2nd team. So not only will we be having Der Klassiker in the top flight, but in the 3rd tier, the two clubs will have a fierce rivalry of their own. Oh, wait, no, I just checked. Oh dear, this is a bad one. This is a doozy on my part. Bayern Munich 2 have been relegated to the 4th tier, so they won't be in FIFA 22. They've been removed from the game. But hey, I guess you've at least got Turgucu München and 1860 München as well to try form a little bit of a rivalry with. Nonetheless, BVB have been known for recruiting players and just been the perfect birthplace for world-class talents to emerge and burst onto the scene. Now taking it 2 steps slower, can you take some of their academy stars to glory, or will you be a man on the mission and commit the ultimate evil crime of making their 2nd team better than the 1st team? It's something only possible in FIFA, so you might as well go and do it. Like, it's a bit of fun. I remember doing it back on FIFA 20 with Bayern too. Who knows, with Bayern being this dominant in the Bundesliga, maybe you could win the German title before the 1st team does. That would be the ultimate shithousery. Nonetheless, BVB 2, I'm kind of interested to see what kind of youth talents and new wonder kids will be added into the game and over the course of the game cycle. Now with Yusufa Moukoko being promoted to the senior team, who knows what other hidden gems Dortmund have been training up over the years. It is definitely going to be one hell of a team. We have the fourth club on the list, and oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. UD Ibiza, whatever you want to pronounce it as. We have got the Spanish party nightclub island. Their team has been promoted to the Segunda Division. They'll be participating in FIFA 22. Don't you worry, that's the first thing I'm doing after lockdown. Get me on the first flight to Ibiza. Imagine Sir BCHD taking over this club. He'll party it up in the night and watch some football by day. It's a match made in heaven. We'll leave the partying and drinking to the side for a moment, as the Spanish outfit are going to be one of the biggest underdogs in the division. Not only do they represent a teeny tiny island only known for its tourism, they were founded in 2015. You and I have the chance to write history with this club. They've only been around for 6 or so years, and it's time for us to showcase to the world that you can work hard and play hard at the same time. We're going to have training at 4 p.m, then we'll hit the city for a party at 6. You'll be involved in a relegation dogfight. Despite there being no third tier, how long is it going to take you to get out of the second division? That is a major question at hand. They're a novelty team. They're going to have some character, so this could form into a major passion project, and of course you're going to be operating on a shoestring budget, so I can imagine the Spanish Youth Academy being the major focus of this team headed in the long term. If you can't tell already, I'm extremely pumped to see UD Ibiza's appearance in FIFA 22. I'm all up for that small island energy, so next team. We're going to go with a wildcard option here. As most of you already know, the new UEFA Conference League is a brand new competition in European football. It's not the Champions League, it's not the Europa League, it's like a third tier European competition, and thanks to it being added into FIFA 22 exclusively in the game, so we're going to have a vast array of clubs all involved from random corners of Europe. In the Conference League's debut, there are some clubs participating in the group stages that are from Cyprus, Estonia, the Czech Republic, Kazakhstan, and Gibraltar even. Oh yeah, and there's Spurs chucked in the mix as well.
Tottenham is the history of the Tottenham.
Now, even if these teams are officially included, their respective domestic leagues won't be. Therefore, they're probably going to be sitting in the rest of the world categories. So you're going to have to add them into any league of your choosing once you start up a brand new save. But I think that could be a unique and fun experience to play with, considering for some, it's their first appearance in a FIFA title. Up in our next selection, we have similar vibes, as the brand new Indian Super League will be making its debut appearance in a FIFA installment. Just like the UEFA Conference League, we're getting brand new teams into the mix, so I'm just going to say go for it. Pick any team you like. I'm not going to pretend like I'm well versed in this department or Indian football for that matter, but what I do know is that there are a lot of Indian football fans that are rejoicing right now, and a major sector of my audience is represented in the game, so I'm happy for them. You can't go wrong here really. Take a lucky dip and pick an Indian club to manage and attempt to take them to Asian Champions League glory, or switch things up and add them into a top 5 European league, or really anywhere around the world to see how they would compete. The possibilities are endless. Up next, we're back in England, and I've got a feeling. In FIFA 19, we had Macclesfield Town, FIFA 20 was Salford City, and FIFA 21 was Harrogate Town. The classic road to glory choice this year, and everyone's probably going to have a soft spot for them. It's Sutton United. Recently promoted from the Vanarama Conference League, the 5th tier of English football, to the 4th tier. Now they're going to be battling it out in League 2. Can you take them from the depths of England, the lower tiers of English football, all the way to the top and promote them to the Premier League? Sutton United, if you don't remember a couple of years ago, they played Arsenal in the FA Cup. If only that pie-eating goalkeeper was still in the game and on their team for FIFA 22, I'd pick them instantly. They've got all the right ingredients of becoming a road to glory classic that'll be remembered for years to come. I believe they've been in FIFA before, but now they're back with a vengeance and they want to stay. You're either going to have to delve into the free agency, rely on loan deals, or even create your own youth academy. I'm sure all you career mode road to glory diehards are salivating, licking at the lips at the prospects of Sutton United, so go wild in FIFA 22 because they're going to be a blast to manage. Alright, for the first time in this list, the first time in the video, we're headed off to France, and if you didn't already know, PSG have just gotten a whole lot stronger, adding so many world-class players and a little guy called Messi, if you didn't know already, and they are going to be downright unstoppable. So I'm going to give you a selection. You can either go for Marseille, PSG's hated rivals. There's a bit of rivalry between these two clubs. Marseille's the only club in France to have won a Champions League, a European title to their name, so you could go ahead and try win the Champions League before PSG do, or go for a team in the same city and fight for the Eiffel Tower's crown and that is Paris FC. They've been a classic career mode staple over the years, and so many people have chosen them for a road to glory option. But this is the time, if ever, for French football to be relevant again. And if you want to dethrone Oil Money FC, this could potentially be the toughest challenging career mode you're ever going to get in FIFA 22. So take the advice wisely, delve into the Farmers League, and see if you've got what it takes. For me personally, I'd go with Paris FC to provide that little extra edge and a little element to the challenge, because they're in the same city, a Paris derby, fighting for the Eiffel Tower. You could create their own club legacy and overthrow their big brothers to claim the ultimate glory in the French capital. We're delving back into the UK this time, and a team that has been confirmed to be added into FIFA 22. They're from the National Leagues, they're from the 5th tier of English football, but the Vanarama Conference won't be added. It is Wrexham AFC, hailing from Wales. Famous American Hollywood actors Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney recently bought the club out for £2 million. You can make it the Deadpool/Green Lantern rebuild. I know they've got the right intentions at heart and want to send the club up to stardom. They're trying to put the club on the right trajectory, and who knows why they bought them. Just a little fun side project, a toy to play with. It's definitely an exciting time to be a Wrexham fan. I wonder how many beers Bootlegger has sunk since the announcement.
Spidey senses tell me this is gonna get fucking tasty, man.
This could have been a mega road to glory, a marathon rebuild, as they're in the 5th tier, but considering the league's not in the game, they're going to be in the rest of the world category, and you're going to have to automatically add them into League 2. It kind of ruins immersion. You've just instantly promoted them into the 4th tier, but I guess we're going to have to settle for now. Next team. Not only do we have BVB2, a youth academy side, newly added, we've got two. What's better than one? You're gonna have it twice. We've got Real Sociedad B. And to make things that much more satisfying, to just add to the storyline, they are managed by Xabi Alonso. Yeah, you're right, that Xabi Alonso, Real Madrid legend, Liverpool superstar, the veteran Spanish midfielder is destined to take them to the top. Actually, no, it's not possible to promote them to La Liga, so even if they do finish first and automatically get the promotion spots, they can't be playing in the same league as the first team. The Basque club operates with some homegrown values, but they just don't take it to the extremes that Athletic Bilbao do, so I guess you can kind of make it your mission to sign a couple of Basque players, rise a bunch of talents from the youth academy, as Real Sociedad's B team, I think they're going to have some exciting youth talents to play with. The growth and experience with this side is going to be exponential. Xabi Alonso, who knows, maybe you can play out his career as a manager, but this is a story, again, that can only happen in FIFA. You can have two Real Sociedad teams in the one division here in FIFA career mode, and that's the magic of it. That's why we love it. We touched on BVB2, and now we're going to head back to Germany in the 3 Liga. Recently, we've had the rise of Union Berlin. Hertha Berlin's always been there in the top flight, and now we get another Berlin outfit added into the mix, and it's Victoria Berlin. Just promoted from the 4th division of German football, they're going to be participating in the 3rd tier. They'll be fighting it out and battling for their lives, as they've had a pretty decent start to the season, which has already shot them into the upper echelons of the table. This German outfit is ready to compete. Formed in 1889, they have got hundreds of years of history in the books. Again, you've got your main rivals to hunt down in the top flight. In the Bundesliga, once you reach there, you're going to have 2 Berlin derbies to face every single season. It is going to be a fiery footballing city come derby day. Also, another splendid road to glory option. Their club's badge is so clean. They're minnows of German football with lofty ambitions that I can get behind, and I'm sure you will too. Now for the last final team you guys should consider taking over in FIFA 22. Let's keep it simple. It's going to be your created club. A brand new feature, and pretty much the only brand new feature added into Manage Your Career this season. They've brought back an old feature from FIFA 08. FIFA 07, you used to be able to create your own club, and now it's finally making its return after what, 13, 14 years? It's had a 15-year hiatus, and it's back. You can create your team, you can create your own kits, customize the stadiums, edit your own board expectations, kind of curate your own team with random players, and just try and forge the identity of your team. I like what they've done with a couple of the new features they've added in Creator Club. Obviously, it still lacks some of the OG features like staff and obviously the sponsors every single year. I'd love to see that return in a future patch or later update down the line. However, this is what we've got so far. I'm sure a lot of you guys, there's so much replay value in the Creator Club feature, so it's probably going to keep you entertained all the way throughout the game cycle. Not gonna lie, I can see so much content being made on this Creator Club feature, so I'm absolutely excited ecstatic to see its long-awaited return into the game. It's definitely going to convert some people back over to career mode, so I'm happy about that. So there you have it. I've delivered it to you on a golden platter. Those are some of the most exciting clubs that I think you should give a fair go to on FIFA 22 career mode. As always, let me know if I missed out on any honorable mentions down in the comments. Whilst you're at it, what FIFA 22 content do you want to see on the channel coming from your boy, Sir BCHD? The time is ticking, ladies and gentlemen. The game is literally right around the corner. FIFA 22 season is upon us, so if you're hyped, drop the video a like down below, subscribe, hit up all my socials in the description. As always, I've been Sir BCHD. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.